Texas. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith.
The pass.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback and their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This is caught inside the 15, and he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
1st and goal.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
First and goal from the 6. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Number 21.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Down at the 2-yard
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
Carrier.
It looked like they felt like there was just way too much traffic, so instead of trying to run through the pile on 3rd and goal, they tried to take it outside. But how about that pursuit by the defense? Way too much for them, and they held him up short of the line of scrimmage and the goal line.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a run past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 3, Saints nothing.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Gronkowski.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
Now toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
Gronkowski.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
First down.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come up.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
The pass.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
But it's
one hallmark of good defenses. It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They skipped him when they got close to the goal line. Made him kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
A first down throw for Winston. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it.
Winston's pass. Intercepted.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Saints.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Right side here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Score Saints 6.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A 6-yard.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
40-yard line.
Again, it's Winston. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Jameis again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. Terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out right at the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gronkowski got it from the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Saints, first down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And taken down just past the 20 and about the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 24, Winston connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man, Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
One thing what you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Able to hit his target Lamb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And 4.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back now here on EA Sports.
24.
It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Back to throw now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete.
Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First down, Saints.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
It's a turnover.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
A loss of 5.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Complete to Michael.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
17 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints get a bit closer. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-30. 13. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Winston's pass complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Very quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Cooper's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date